Let me see a show of hands. Let me see a show of hands of all the people that knew the Houston Texans was coming back Sunday afternoon against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me see a show of hands. Y'all line y'all asses off. Line your asses off. Y'all are with the millions of people who was watching the game, including me. Knew it was done. When the Houston Texans went down 10-0, if I wasn't really a Houston Texans fan, when they went down 10-0 from what I've seen in that first quarter, I would have aborted the mission. I would have aborted the mission. I stayed and watched that game. Texas didn't have nothing going for them. Gave you no indication that they were going to win Sunday afternoon. Backs against the wall, the Houston Texans had to have it. No question, they had to have it. Started a game that way when nothing's going for you and turning it around late to pull it out for victory. Stay with it throughout the game. This defense is all world. I'm telling you. An offense that is poor as the Texans, this defense is all world. They're all world. It's like they make the plays when it's most necessary throughout a game. Crucial moments. They can give up big plays at times. They can stay on the field on third down, some crucial situations. But I tell you, they make plays when they got to have it. Defensive line. Daniil Hunter. Will Anderson. Ultimate pressure. But you got to have it good on the back end to stretch that quarterback out. You got to have it good on the back end. That was a staple win. But if you're going to sit here and say that you knew the Houston Texans were coming back, you had so much faith that you knew they were going to come back and win that game, there's no way. Millions of fans looked at that game and said, well, the Houston Texans season is over. It's done. Even when Davis Mills hit Schultz at the back of the end zone for a touchdown, you still were saying, just a little bit too late. They're trying to make an effort, but maybe a little bit too late. They're not going to make all these plays they need to make to get themselves back into this game to win it. Davis Mills showed up. After throwing that interception early, the man come back, refocused his mind, and stayed in the game. The man showed guts. You have to give it to him. For all the people who was talking about bench C.J. Stroud early in the season, put Davis Mills in there. I was one of them, matter of fact. Not saying put Davis Mills in there to be your starting quarterback for the future and never bring C.J. Stroud back, but I did want to put C.J. Stroud in the starting lineup just to prove a point, to send a message to C.J. Stroud early in the season. Not so he can keep the job, but to wake him up. And unfortunately, it happens when he has a concussion, he's out. But Davis Mills, when given the proper care, handle with care, right? But given the proper care, meaning film study, going through it over in practice, giving him the reps, game planning. He have enough time to get prepared for an actual game. He can go out there and make some plays. He's been on this roster for a long time. Under maybe different systems, but he's been on this roster. True professional quarterback, waiting for his opportunity. And backing up C.J. Stroud, that opportunity is going to be very slim to none. And pretty soon, something might have to shake where he get an opportunity somewhere else. But he's a hell of a backup quarterback for a system-wise with your team. He don't have but time to sit back, study the playbook, listen to the play calls every week, know what to do, not to do. Went out there and made plays. Even when it was looking bad, the man kept his head in the game and fought it through. Ultimately, running, scrambling, scoring the game-winning touchdown. Who the hell would have thought Davis Mills, from I don't know how many yards far out, but it was a good little sprint, that he was going to make it to that corner for a touchdown. When he took off, it's like, he going to come up short, but, he's going to get close enough to give it a chance. Man went all the way, grabbed that pylon. Tough. The man is tough. I'm going to say this, and I'm not starting no quarterback controversy. I'm not. But if you pay attention to Davis Mills, his demeanor, the way he talks, even at the podium, man looks like he got some bolas, don't it? Totally different when C.J. Stroud's up there speaking. He sound confident. He sound like a true veteran quarterback that know what he wants. Davis Mills is tough. Not trying to say C.J. Stroud ain't, but sometimes C.J. Stroud come off as a crybaby. All right? Like he's pouting too much. He has a lot of excuses. He's just not jumping up off the field when he gets sacked. Like he's ready to go to the next play. Seems like he's just laying there for a while. Davis Mills jumping right on up, ready to go to the next play. Not looking all around in the sky, trying to find answers. Look, you can sit here and say, well, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they just gave this game away. Yeah, you can say that, but plays had to be made. And Davis Mills made the plays down the stretch. Backed up into his end zone. That crucial throw with the little pressure that he was about to get sacked and threw that ball out. He made some very good timely throws. Davis Mills looked real good. He did. But once again, nobody thought the Houston Texans was going to pull that game out after watching that first quarter. Everything we seen previous weeks showed up here. Backs against the wall, you had to have it. Does this mean the Houston Texans now going to make the playoffs? No, it doesn't. Too much to be done. But this is one little block. Maybe it jolts something to this team. Maybe you could ride this Cinderella story all the way to the playoffs. Can you play perfect? Because I already said you got to win out last week. I said you got to win out. This is a step. Right here is a step. Absolute great win. We'll give them a round of applause. But they had us nervous as hell. Nervous as hell. Locker room speech with D'Amico Ryans. Sitting there like he knew it all along. He got lion eyes too. The man was on the sideline all game, staring into the clouds, sweating over there. Sweating. Thinking of the possibilities of him being fired. And maybe in a couple of seasons. I ain't say after this season now. But if you see more of this that we've been seeing, besides this game, not talking about this game, but more of what we've been seeing this season, yeah, it could be a real thought. Not after this season. Going to next season, you start seeing the same thing. Yeah, he will be, so to speak, on the hot seat. Texas, if they got any brains, you got to make some moves. You can't do the same thing over and over each year. That don't make any sense. I don't care who you are. You have to move on. D'Amico Ryans was on that sideline looking just like that throughout this game. On Sunday afternoon. Like, here we go again. I wonder how much longer I'm going to be here. Once he realized they got the win, all of that pressure was released on that sideline. Did you see him? Jumping up. You see nothing but egg whites. Let's listen to him real quick.
Where do I start? Last night we talked about it last night, man. Hey, we talked about swinging, right? We were at halftime. We were in that 6th round, right? And we needed everybody to keep swinging. I told you guys, don't blink no matter what. Everybody.
Listen to it. Listen to D'Amico. Like he knew it all along. Told everybody, don't blink. Stay in it. He didn't look like that on the sideline throughout that game. But I understand you'll keep face. He knew it all along. This is what he coached throughout the week. Showing them white, the man was sweating bullets over there on the sideline. Pulled out the win, act like they won a Super Bowl. Coming in the locker room like he knew it all along. Come on, man. Come on.
I just kept punching. We kept throwing haymakers. To finish in the 4th quarter, guys, we finished 26-0 in the 4th quarter. That's how you finish. Right? That's how you finish the game right there. Right? I just appreciate you guys, man, so much. Talk about having that relentless desire and that will to win, that's what it looks like right there. That's us finishing in the fourth quarter. All right? Love you guys, man. Appreciate the effort. I've never been a part of a game like that, man. That was so much fun. I love it. But let's not make it that close next time. All right?
There it is, egg whites. But understand, it was a hell of a win. Great goal and fight, no doubt. But that man was sweating, and he didn't believe. Trust me, he didn't believe that this game was going to end like that, just like millions of Texans fans. It was a hell of a gift, and a lot of things had to go right to pull that one out on Sunday afternoon. No doubt about that. But let D'Amico have his moment. Let him have his moment. But he knew it all along. That was his game plan. All right? Oh, boy. Well, great win, Houston Texans. You live to see another week. All right? Before we get out of here, don't forget to check out the Eagles game tonight. Monday Night Football against those Packers. Big game. Should be a good one. But also, rest in peace to Marshawn Kneeland. Passed away, was that Thursday? Last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken? I did a community post on my page. Unfortunate situation. Condolences to his family, of course. Terrible circumstances right there. So condolences to the family, no doubt. Also, rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins, NBA great, player and coach. Mr. Smooth himself, Lenny Wilkins. Rest in peace to him. Everybody who's born in the 2000s probably don't know nothing about no Lenny Wilkins. Okay, we're going to keep it real. Nobody knows about Lenny Wilkins if he was born in the 2000s. But great coach, great player, and he was smooth. He was real smooth. So rest in peace to him as well. Houston Rockets, before we get out of here. Terrible loss to San Antonio, but a hell of a bounce back against the Milwaukee Bucks. You took yourselves off the snide. That was a horrible loss against the San Antonio Spurs. Rival, I-10 rival, but came back, all right? Came back and took down the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight game. Pulled it out down a stretch. Alper Sengun with the handles, with the spin, with the and one. Looked real good early in this season. Looked like Kevin Durant found a few things about handling the ball, trying to pass it out of the double team a little bit better. Is it fixed? I don't think it's fixed, but he can get better every game, and he got to perfect that. He really does. He has to perfect it because he's going to be double teamed almost every game. He just has to calm down and make the right plays. But a hell of a gold star win for the Houston Rockets early Sunday afternoon. Houston Texans. My. G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for your time. Hey, make it a Monday. Go get it. We out of here. Peace.